Ciao Bella! Welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. By the time you see this, I will most likely have started back to work. So pretty sure it's going to be exhausting for a little while. Right now, though, in my world, I've not started back to work yet. So I wanted to try and record a little bit before I do go back, so that when I start back, there's not the pressure necessarily to get something out there. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But today I'm here to show you this. This is how I have to show it to you, because there's labels on both sides. So I know what's in here, well, the pictures of it, because I ordered it. But Lisa at Lady Bird Loves, and I'm going to talk while I open this, has an Etsy shop. And I've shared it on my community tab before. Oh, it has a little tab thingy. That's nice. Has an Etsy shop, and I've shared it on my community tab. But I bought some stitch markers. Let me put the cap back on that. And they arrived. So I wanted to share them with you. I did pick them out, so I know kind of what they are, but let's see here. Okay, package empty. The card says, Christina, thank you so much for your order. Hope you like them. Please leave an honest review. Once Etsy allows, will really help me a lot. Lisa, blue heart. And then the logo. So that is her business card. Okay, let's get into these. So there's a bag. There's this that has different ones in it. And then there's these. So when you order from Lisa's shop, if something is customizable, you can do that. So let me get my phone and see. I'll pull up my Etsy here and look at my. Now it's going to take forever because, you know, why not, right? Okay. Yes, okay, here we go. So on this one, so these are kind of the same. I ordered 2 of these. I love that they come in these little things. These would make, I don't want to break it, I'm trying to be really careful. These would be really, really nice, like traveling cases for stitch markers. So if you have like the little plastic paper clip looking ones or the light bulb ones, these would be really cool to put in there. So I did put on these that I would like, if possible, because you get to choose your bead, and I said that I would like a blue heart if possible. So I got one with a blue heart and one with a purple heart. Or is that a dark blue? Maybe that's a blue. It looks purple. Oh no, it's blue. Sweet, they're both blue. All right, so these are little jars of stars. Isn't that cool? She's had these, she's shown them before on some of her lives, and I just think that these are the coolest things. It makes me think of like a jar full of wishes, or the like lightning bugs, or you know, whatever. So they're just little iridescent stars, and they are, I mean, they're not heavy, but they are bigger. So like if I put it up in my hand, if it'll be still. Stop moving. You can see that they're fairly large, so these would be good on like a blanket project, maybe. Not necessarily a washcloth that you're making, right? So there are those, and I'm just gonna stick them right there. And I think they're amazing. And then this one, I didn't get to choose any of the beads. This is just the way that it came, but I did get to choose on all of them. You can choose your clasp. So I like the lever backs like this. It's better for me than trying to have to get the little thing on the lobster claw. I like lobster claws. I mean, they're fine, but if I have to choose, I'll choose these. So this is a rainbow heart, right, for pride. And then it has a little jewel there. So I love that one. Then we'll get into these. Yeah. So on this one, she had an option of colors. Oh, she put them on the keychain. Sweet. Or a little safety pin. That's cool. I like that. She does these with her hanky markers too. Oh, I got a hanky marker. Sweet. But she puts them on these little paper clips so that they all kind of hold together and they don't get tangled, which is nice. So on this one, she had a few colors that you could choose from. She didn't have a blue one. She had pink, green, and I think yellow. I could be wrong on that one. But it's a little cassette tape, and it says Good Vibes. And then she puts the C stitch marker there. Which is cool, because it could be C for my name, or C for a hook size, if I wanted to use it like that. Right? So, and you did get to personalize it, so that's why the C is there. But either way. And then this was a freebie, which is cool because I love her hanky markers. She does these by hand. And you can order these in a plethora of colors. And sometimes you'll have things like silk or other fibers. And then, oh yeah, I'm excited about this one. Let me go back and look. I know I ordered it. What? It's not showing up on here. Maybe it only shows up so many, but I know I ordered them. This reminded me of my daughter. So I ordered this. It's a beautiful fox with the orange bead at the top, and again, the lever back there. So that one is awesome. And then there was this dragonfly. And I'm not sure about this, but I think I'm going to give this one as a gift. So there's this, which is very beautiful. I love it. It's very sparkly. That's not picking up in this camera from this laptop because it is not a good one. But it is very sparkly. Also because I don't have any lights on in here. But the gems and the little rhinestones are very nice. I like that a lot. And then this one is something that I got for me. It's like I call them health ribbons because they're not necessarily just for cancer. They can be for any type of like illness that you have. But if you don't know, a lot of illnesses have colors that represent them. And I have had a couple in my day, but the one that was the longest and the hardest was Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I have here, right here, This is where my port was here. And then this is the ribbon for Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's purple. And so this is when after I had my port removed and it healed, I found an artist that was good at tattooing over scar tissue, because this is the scar here. So you would have to tattoo over that, and the skin around it is also a lot more sensitive than just like if I like over here where I have tattoos. These are not as, this area is not as sensitive as this side. This side, anytime anything comes at me, even though the port is no longer there, I still like flinch and cringe and try to protect. It's not there anymore. It hasn't been there for several years, but I still I'm like, oh no, and then I remember, wait, it's not there anymore. But so this ribbon here, right, and this color here, the purple, I got that for me. And then I got this set here. This came when I bought this on Etsy. It was a set. Those were all individual. All the other ones that I bought were individual items, but this was purchased as a set. And I have not decided if I'm going to keep this or put it in a giveaway. I really, really love it, but I have a lot of stitch markers, so I thought maybe it might be nice to put it as a giveaway, because it's a really lovely set, but we'll see. I have some things coming up that I want to do, and I'm trying to get them all to turn the same way so that you can see them all, but they're not cooperating. That goes there. You turn over. Okay, so you have the flower, the bee, the honeycomb, and then the honey pot. So it's kind of like, the creation of the honey, because the bee gets the pollen from the flower, creates the honeycomb, and then it becomes the honey, right? The best breakfast in the world, according to Winnie the Pooh. It's one of my favorite shows and movies and books. So I thought this was really lovely set here. Right, so you have the little daisy, and then you have the bee. Then the honeycomb, and then the honey pot. Right, so I like the coordination of these, especially the beads up at the top, right? How they coordinate with the charms. And this is not, I mean, I could do it, but I don't have the desire to do it. One, because it takes a lot of finesse. These don't come like this often, right? So a lot of times people who make stitch markers, they buy, like let's say for instance, they buy the charm, right? Like this charm, and then they add, right, on here the little, I don't know what this is even called, with the little eyelets, right? And they add the beads on there, and then they have to turn that with a pair of pliers and a tool, and it's just, or if it comes like this, sometimes it's not decorative, it's just solid, and then you have to take it apart and put the beads on and figure out which ones go, and then I don't have that kind of patience, and I greatly admire anyone who has the patience to craft these in any way. I know that there are people that make them out of paper and people that make them out of different items. I mean, I've done other stitch markers before that I've shown, but I mean, just the variety that is on Lady Bird's Etsy shop is wonderful. There are lots of options, and she's always adding every week, nearly, she adds more. So on her lives on Fridays, if she has new things to show, she will show them and tell you that, they'll be up in the Etsy shop by, Monday or the weekend or whatever she tells you, right? But I am going to put a link down below to her channel and also to her Etsy shop. Even if you cannot afford a stitch marker, favorite the shop. If stitch markers are something that you like, and as knitters and crocheters, fiber artists in general, right? Progress keepers, stitch markers, those are things that we use, most of us. So there is bound to be something there that you like. And if not, just give it a little bit, and I promise you that something will come up. And if you have a request, you can see if maybe there's something that she could find. No promises, no guarantees. I'm not her. I'm not speaking for her. I'm just saying, if you know that you would buy it, like for me, if somebody ever found a Maleficent charm, all over it. All over it. Any day, right? Or Nightmare Before Christmas. I'd do it in a heartbeat, Other things like this I love as well, but, if I see a Maleficent charm, I'm going to buy it. That's it. So, if there's something that that you would like to have, you can always ask. She may not be able to do custom orders right now, but that could be something that she could think about in the future if she wanted. I'm just putting it out there because sometimes if they have time, people who have shops can do a custom order or are willing to, but you don't know if you don't ask. The worst they can say is no, or not right now, but maybe in a month I can do it for you. If you're not in a hurry for it, that'd be cool, right? But, I had an Etsy shop at one time, and I didn't mind necessarily doing, I would do, spa sets and washcloths and things like that, and dish towels, and, I didn't mind doing a custom listing, but I would put the custom listing up, and they would pay in advance for it, obviously. They don't want to spend the time making it and then be like, oh, it's here. And they'll be like, oh, I don't have the money now. That would be frustrating. But anyway, that's a whole tangent that I went off on. I love the stitch markers, Lisa. They are beautiful. I'll give you another look at them. Not Lisa if she's watching, but because she made them, she knows what they look like. But everyone else. So here are the jars full of wishes. That's what I call them. I don't remember what she called them. What did she call them? What did it say? A globe of wishes. That's what she called them. Yep. And then I showed you the heart, but I'll do it again. Right. And then, of course, the bees, flowers, and honey. There's the bee. Right. And then my freebie hanky marker. Now, I would tell you what I paid for them, but I know that in one of her lives a couple of weeks ago now, by the time you see this, it will be a couple of weeks ago that she said this, she's going to be raising her prices ever so slightly. So what I paid for them would not be necessarily what you would pay for the stitch marker. So I'm not going to talk about prices. And then here is my ribbon. And my little fox. Now this one is a little heavy, again more for a blanket project, but it reminds me of my daughter, so I had to get it. And then my little cassette tape. All about making my mixtapes back in the day. Waiting on the radio till your favorite song came on and hurrying up to record it. And then the dragonfly. So keep an eye out, right? Some of these may show up in a giveaway at some point. We shall see. But that's what I have for now. So Lisa, thank you so much. I'm trying to find the bag. Thank you so much for your hard work. They are amazing and I love them. I'm grateful for the lever backs. That helps me immensely because my finger joints are not allowing me to. I guess there's a cat out there. Sorry, Nero is going kind of crazy. I told you. If things like this, little jars, those are nice. So this is a really nice touch. I definitely appreciate it because these could have just as easily been put in the bag with the rest of them, but they were not. And that these are lovely little traveling cases. This would easily go in a Notions pouch or, you know, a project bag or something like that. And you could put, ooh, that was a neat little reflection. Sorry. You could put them in a project bag or a Notions pouch and carry, you know, stitch markers, which I probably will do that. Or I'll put them in my yarn library downstairs and put buttons in them. So that will be one of the two things that they get used for, stitch markers or buttons. So again, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate all of your hard work and the time spent on these. They will be well loved and well used. And as always, be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella.